There can be a kind of freedom from inhibition and a kind of humor, delight, awe, accompanying the like kind of cascade forward of the Sarah. Um, Last night there was some uh shakiness in the body. It 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 was a little bit before it was recognized to be associated with the word learned shame. It's not the easiest to kind of describe how it's enjoyable, but it is. In the seeming variety and mystery of what it is, mystery of um yeah, all the words imply time. What feels more accurate is like the mystery of the evolution that's always now or something. Um, it's so fun when the um humanness is traversing territory that there isn't any memory of traversing before. It's a surprise and it's a it's this fun combination of curiosity, awe, fear. Not psychological fear, more the fear of like when you're like if you're on an amusement park ride or something. Like it's there's a yes to it rather than the kind of no kind of fear. So then the sleeping, not sleeping was like 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 an adventure. And there was a moment of like impulse or urge to like get up and eat a snack. And the body actually stood up, and then there was like an interest or curiosity. Oh, what is that? And it laid back down. What is that? And then this morning there was like a urge or interest or arousal, urge or interest in um acting on arousal and then not, and like, what is that? What is that? Almost as if like it was all tantra, all like the it's like playing with energy. It's playing with energy with itself. It's and there was this spontaneous writing a letter to father, and um I guess I'll just say like talking about it with two friends that um the two friends that most closely like see what I see what's been seen here about what society would call perpetration or devious or bad or abuse or whatever, not being what it appears to be. Not being that, but also being seen in a different light. So they were like the most trustworthy people to kind of collaborate with about this letter. And it was so enjoyable to like clarify what the expression was that was wanting to happen and see where there was like extra that wasn't that like the yeah, it was just a really nice exchange with both. And to be kind of in the story of the person, to be this way in relationship to others, in relationship to friends, in relationship to father, in relationship to friends about father, self, like the character with itself, about like it's new territory to be this clear, direct, precise, open, flexible. Yeah, it's so nice to be this kind of strong in its clarity and also totally flexible and open. And for the entire movement to like be free to occur. Oh, it's like naturally arising. And like right in the midst of that, like at the same time as this is unfolding, there was meeting with a client who was having uh, a very clear experience in relationship to a parent. And it was so enjoyable to support him in that process, like distilling and um, freeing up the honest communication about what's being felt, how it's being felt. So beautiful. And then the honest emotion that came on the heels of that. Here it was, there's been so many rounds of this at this point that it was very subtle and soft, and it enters into territory that's um, like radically deconstructing. I don't know how to say it. But and I don't just mean beliefs or ideas, like viscerally, sensorially, over the course of the night. It was pretty psychedelic. Um, but there's like the territory has been traversed. So there was the ability to support him in kind of moving into that territory. So there it was maybe for him it was there was maybe more emotional energy, more energy of emotion, because it's kind of more newly being freed up. Here it was so subtle that so there it was with the client, it was anger and gross, felt gross with how his parent was being. Oh, I remember that years ago, traversing that territory for myself. And yeah, so here it was just that so sometimes the shame can be like a almost like a heavy, like a wanting to hide or down and back. This was more the shame of associated with confusion, no answers. It was a it was a disorienting. It's kind of like the difference if you like if a kid like stole something and a parent said like I know you stole that, and then that might be like the wanting to hide, it'd be like back and down, as opposed to a parent saying why did you steal, and then the like I don't know, I don't know what like that version, it was more that version last night. And it seemed to be kind of triggered by this. It was really precise and true and helpful feedback from my friend that in the letter to father, there was a statement, I don't want or need anything from you. And there was not a memory of even having put that in there. And it wasn't the general intention of the tone of the whole letter. And And it was clear here with itself, like, I don't know why that was written. There's no, I don't know what that was. Like, I would never be able to explain that to someone. They ask, like, why'd you put that or something? He was pointing out that that felt a little like spicy, and it did. And when I read him saying it back to me, it's like, yeah, it is. It's unnecessary, and but but there was like I don't like genuine, like, I don't know why or how or what that was that that sentence was put in there. I remember before, during, and after like a major surgery, and there were a lot of there was a very bad doctor. Um, there's a lot about that whole thing that was mm, negligent. But there was over and over again, my husband at the time even like teased me about it during and after the fact. This just kept saying, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, it just kept saying, I don't understand. I don't understand. Sometimes it would be like, I don't understand the process or what the doctor is doing or why they're doing that. Sometimes it'd be what this body was doing, like when it was shaking after the surgery. I don't understand. I don't understand. And that is like one of those deeper, it's not the deepest, but one of those deeper, universal, actually universal, I'll say common, not even right. I'll go from, I was backing up into it. I'll go from the back forward. No one knows what this is. Well, I can't say that for sure. Yeah, it's tricky to like speak for other people, but I'm just going to say it how it's coming out. No one knows what this is. And some bodies, like there can be shame transmitted about that, about the truth of that, and that like that should not be the case, or knowing should be, or there should that's a failing or a something to hide. This, what feels the most accurate in any given moment about anything, if somebody were asked why is this recording? Don't know slash because it is. Um, it confirms itself, and that's it. Um, And somewhere along the line, there was like it was given the impression that that isn't sufficient or is that this should know something it just absolutely can't and doesn't. So that was fun to see, to feel, to experience. And at the time, it wasn't all this like story wasn't associated with it. It was literally just the sensation. And yeah, I am just not skilled at describing like the portal, the that happening and there be no resistance to it, another portal. And it was like over the course of the night, um, it just was opening into territory of like I guess I'd say like a disintegrating of view that wasn't recognized to appear solid until it wasn't. And it wasn't just, it's not just in like psychology or thought or belief, but in the sense fields also. And then there was also a fair amount of energy moving through the body. But that too is lessening. It's I don't even know if that's true, but there have been times in the past where there was a lot more. I would call it like restless leg syndrome through the whole body. This was just the body sitting up was like proportionate to the amount of energy. In the past, there it would be much more agitated. And it might be again, but like really wanting to move. And again, these portals they open into non-dual and they open into love. Like there is right now, there's so much fucking love for my two friends that I conversed with about this letter. There's so much fucking love for my client who's like telling the truth about how he felt about his parent. And even for my dad, it's almost like the feeling of him being like above me or an authority or older or something is like it's abolished. And there's, yeah, it's just soft. It's just, it's, it's like a no need for it to be any different. No need for him to be any different, which is really nice. It feels really nice. and it's with itself because it's like the idea of dad. I haven't spoken to him in years, so I don't even know who or what he is at this point. I never have actually, but like, um, yeah, so it's all like this with itself in a way. And a recent video from Angelo DeLullo about like a question, or it was a comment. He was like answering comments, and there was a person talking about telling their mom, or saying, talking to their mom about the dad's physical abuse, and the mom saying, "Well, that was because of the guy you were dating or something." And then the person was like, "That started when I was 5. Like that's fucked up." Like mom's response is fucked up, and Angelo's response was so, oh God, it was so healing about like, you know, abusers, people who abuse. And just he was so strong and clear and kind. Like you're grown now. Have to you don't have to do that. You don't have to be around that. You get to not be around that. So all that's wanted here in this letter to dad, and this is what has been wanted. I tried reaching out to him years ago after the initial awakening. He did not want to get on a video call with me. I wanted to like actually say it to him, to like, so I'm saying it in a letter now, and it's much clearer now. It's nice. It's much more succinct. Like, by my side, we're okay. I still don't want to have ongoing like contact, but I want I want to offer that. We're okay. I can't control how you feel about yourself or you feel about me. Like that's however that is right for you, but here for you. Good. We're good. And it is like love for itself. It's love for itself. All of it. It's love for itself. Love as itself for itself. And I can feel and see how like sexuality can be like a natural, That um what would be the word? It's be like a plant producing a flower, becoming a flower, like extension of the expression. It doesn't need to happen, but it that I can feel that again and again in the body. Um, and I say sexuality, that even that is like there's like a continuum, like contact, touch, like it's all lovemaking, and the human body's contact is like a natural expression. Like genitals coming together can be so many different things. It can be like violence, it can be escape, it can be um, like just pure escape. It can be like a soothing, or like there it can be like savoring and enjoying. It can be breeze. It can be the natural movement of energy, rivers coming together. And when this is like, the pipes are cleaned and it is there, um, it doesn't need to go anywhere, but it's like available. And it would only have any interest in like merging with another river flowing like kind of equally freely or something. I don't know how else to describe it. And it's sufficient in of itself. It's almost like an availability. There's an availability or I don't know, sweet. In the last video, there was like a talking about Yeshe Sogyo, which I think that's the right name. I might be getting them wrong. Whatever Padmasambhava's consort, and like in the mythology or whatever, they would come together at times and then be separated for a long period of time. But they were how it's written anyway that I read. Like there would be um, I don't even know what they would call it, but the bodies coming together, and even like Padmas and Baba like loving sounds that she made during sex, like but it wasn't like like the societal, this idea of like commitment and living together, and like it wasn't like that. It was like how it like the way in reading it was like the way it naturally moved. No ownership and no shame or obstruction, or it was like part and parcel the expression, the awakening. I don't know. Like the teaching or the message and the expression of it all at the same time, like everything else. I don't know. I don't know. Just like energetically, that is like the feeling in the body is the wow.
You're looking pretty, pretty blissed out there, kitty. Look at that big fluffy belly. Are you a big floof?